Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to the tropical paradise of Lowkopia. Today we're gonna continue our journeys of building up this beautiful city. Now, at least, you know, the goal is to make this as beautiful as possible. Now, as always, I will be playing for about an hour, but I will be cutting out all of the boring parts, so you don't actually have to sit here and watch the screen about me doing nothing. Now, I think for the most part, we're gonna start expanding up these hills right here. I do have the option to buy a second little piece of land if I'd really need to. But this little area right here, maybe later we will find some use in that. But for right now, I think we're better off just using this little area right here. And maybe starting just like a completely new neighborhood. As you can see, there's a high demand for residential zones right now. But we could actually also make some at the beach. Now, I'm not completely sure if this will flood or not. Actually, we may do that first. Let's do that first. I think this is the best we can do for the time being, to be fair. Like, you know, we need a lot of residential zones right now. And there's just not very much room in here. So before we actually start filling this one in, I am just gonna make a couple more roads so we can actually, like, you know, make a lot of residential zones. And I'm also gonna start adding these paths again, because I really like the way this is looking. Like, it's really cool. And so far, the roads have been doing quite nicely. If you take a quick look right here, you know, there are some issue zones right here, but all in all, you know, it's actually quite nice. It's actually quite nice. Alright, so I managed to connect the other main road as well to this new little neighborhood right here. Now we just need to add the paths in here and do some more transport as well. Now, there are some obvious traffic problems that will be happening in this zone because there's really only two main roads leading to this. So maybe later on we can, like, connect it with the bridge maybe? I don't even know if that piece of land will be for sale. I don't actually think it will be. But I can totally imagine traffic problems happening right here. On accident, I actually made a portal into nothingness. I don't think this is actually supposed to happen right here. Let's quickly get rid of that. I don't actually know what happened. I think it accidentally, like, connected the roads together that weren't supposed to be together like that. It's all fine though. We can probably fit something else here. There we go. Does that work? Ah, actually, nah. What? We can actually keep making these kind of weird things right here. I made another one on accident. Alright, awesome. Managed to actually connect these paths as well to the existing paths that were up there. So that means that now buses can actually start going here, as you can see, which is great because we did put down the bus lines as well. But also that terrestrians will be able to actually, you know, walk, which is pretty cool. Gonna start zoning in a lot of zones right here where people can actually live. Well, quite honestly, as you can see, the demand for it is practically completely full. I do probably want some shops in here as well, because there's also a pretty big demand for that. So let's just do that like this. Make sure that people actually have some shops as well. And other than that, I think it's just gonna be full on residential zones. Now, we do need to add water to this area as well, which I hadn't done yet. Looks like we do need another medical clinic over here as well, because there's simply not enough over there to really, you know, there's simply not enough to really, like, satisfy all the people that are living in my little town. We might need some more power in a second as well. Firehouse, well, let's put one down here as well. And then a police station too. Because hell, why the fuck not? And schools, are we good with schools? Are we okay with schools? Need a little bit more electricity, it looks like, for the time being. We'll fix that in a second. Schools seem to be alright. There's a lot of elementary school availability right now. Now, I don't have money for a high school. But that should also be alright for the time being. One more thing that I would like to add though is some actual trees. So let's do some more palm trees, simply because, well, this is like a bit of an area where there should be a lot of palm trees. There we go. Oh, this is actually really pretty looking though. I like this a lot. Like, look at the amount of trees. So good. So good. Maybe another kind of, yeah, like one of those. Oh, wow! I was gonna say one of those little bushes, but looks like we have finally grown into becoming a busy town, which means we get all kinds of new roads and all kinds of other things. And actually, we can now start decorating the roads with trees, and we get police headquarters and fire stations, all kinds of awesome things. So I upgraded all of these streets just now with trees. Look at all these beautiful trees. Now people can actually, you know, have something to look at. And it's actually starting to look really, really pretty. I'm really glad how this is all turning out. Now, I did have a bit of an electricity problem because I actually managed to delete this on accident, thinking it was unnecessary. Oh, actually, we can have some more trees over here, I just realized. Yeah, we can upgrade those things right here. There we go. I want some on those sides as well. Look at all these trees, everyone gets happy. Now, the trees actually always turn orange when you get closer towards the industry. As you can see, the pollution actually makes it, or orangey, and when you get back to the actual, like, town, everything turns green. It's kind of a cool little way of making things awesome. What is going on over here? This wasn't here previously. Looks like we had some issues while upgrading the roads right now. Well, I can fix that. That's no big deal. Let's go to those right here. Select those, and I think those will connect fine, just like that. Then maybe one more. Can we do one more? Actually, wasn't this one? No. Never mind. I thought it was like the long one that was moving down right there. But this is all cool. We can probably make one more little one. Is that too steep? It's probably too steep. We can do it that way. That works. Beautiful. Now we do have a bunch of monuments that we can be throwing down if we want to. We have the Statue of Wealth, we have the Statue of Shopping, and we got the Plaza of the Dead. Now those are relatively cheap things to be throwing down. I'm thinking of actually just doing it. I mean, they're very pretty. They're very pretty, but I just need to make sure I find a place where we can put it down without like ruining all my paths. Let's have a quick look. Does this work? Really? Just barely not enough space? We may have to like put that in the next neighborhood we will build. Maybe there's like a smaller one. Oh, we had a bit of room here. 10,000? Alright, we'll do it. What does it actually look like? Really? Did I just pay 10,000 for this thing? The Statue of Shopping. Wow, amazing. Now later on we will get some tourists for that, so there is some advantages for it. We can also put down the Plaza of the Dead. You know, that sounds like a lovely statue you would want in your neighborhood. I mean, why not? Look, everyone's happy. Everyone loved my Plaza of the Dead. Oh my god. Well, this is actually a cool place though. Imagine sitting here, looking at the sunset while you're living in this neighborhood, getting a freaking burger afterwards, while apparently skyscrapers just come out of the nowhere like within seconds. Go nuts, donuts. There we go. Cool. Now I think this is a good time to start thinking about the next neighborhood, because right now we are practically fully built here. I mean, I can add a little bit more in here, but people are just gonna start complaining about pollution. It's just not gonna be fun. So I think this Lowkopian Hill, or Lowkopian Hill rather, sorry, I didn't even know my own zone name, is gonna be extended a little bit. And then in the meantime we are gonna start moving onwards up to the mountains towards a new neighborhood that we will build up from scratch with like its own little terrain. So this is like going to be like the original zone. We will obviously come back to this whenever it's necessary, but the Lowkopian Hills are a fact. Now very soon we will have 3,000 people living in my little city, which means that we actually start unlocking the high density residential zones, which means we can actually make like a sort of skyscraper area over here. I'm thinking this would be a pretty cool place for that. I mean, let's be honest. We can also get some offices over there, so I think this will be awesome. Let's get building. And there we go. We are now a big town, which means we, you know, can do more taxation policies and all kinds of other awesome things. But more obviously and most importantly, we are now able to actually put down a high density residential zone, which is going to be happening right here. I'm thinking of putting offices in the middle, then maybe some shopping on the outside, and then like high density residential zones on like the, like the majority of what we have right here. I think that would be my best bet. Obviously, we are going to have to make sure that this place has some water, because water is going to be very useful. And we also need electricity over here. Now, what's a bit of an elegant way to get electricity over here? We can obviously actually build it around, around the water, or just over the water as well. What would look better? I think we could actually just make it around. It's probably looking a little bit nicer in the end. Okay. That means that we are going to start building over here. And that is going to be a, well, the outside bit is going to be a high density commercial zone. So let's get it started right here. Now basically, obviously, since this area will get electricity, the entire area will eventually get electricity as well. Like I said, the middle part right here, or at least like the majority of it, is all gonna be, oh, not the outside part, not the outside bit right here, is all gonna be residential zones. And this one as well, this little area here as well. And then the inside bit is gonna be the office space. So there we go. I actually constructed this little place from a large roundabout, as you may notice right here. There's actually two large roundabouts merged in together. I think it will turn out to look really, really cool in the end. Do we need any parks or anything over here? Now I think about it, we might actually need some of that sort of stuff over here. We can now go ahead and build some more of the fire department as well. Let's just make one of each of those buildings over here. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Lowkopian Skyline right here with a house that is already burning down. There's literally a fire department here, man. This is unnecessary. Look, there's actually a fire department. Wow. Wow, great way to present your new neighborhood. But this is the Lowkopian Skyline. There is gonna be some tall buildings in here. I put down, obviously, all the higher residential stuff and all the office spaces as well. Not everyone is having the best of times right here, which is unfortunate. Oh, these guys are not getting electricity? How did that happen? Hold on. I moved over these guys. Well, we may just want to put down another one as well. There's gonna be some sincere pollution going on over here, but why are they not getting electricity? Is there simply not enough? They are connected with electricity. How does this work? How does this not... Oh, is that it? Are we good? Yeah, we just simply didn't have enough electricity right there. I put down some more of these wind turbines and everything is looking awesome. Now we can have a look if there's any like tall monuments we can start putting down right now. Is there anything massive that we can really start using? Not yet. Maybe later on we will be able to put something down. Now the science center is cool and all, but well, we could actually put one down, but it's massive. All right, no, not happening. Not happening over here. All right, so I did just buy 2 new tiles of land right here. Just like the first little square, we can eventually unlock everything. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. The main reason for it is because I need to put down another one of these garbage things. I didn't have any space for it, so I'm gonna put it down right here. And people are not gonna be happy about that, but they are gonna be able to get rid of all of their trash. And I also actually made some new water supplies and whatnot. Looks like these guys are actually just barely not being reached right there. But this should all be good. Maybe we should actually just put down another one of these garbage things right on the other side of the road, because this one should probably be filling up soon as well. So quick look at it. How much is it full? Yeah, it's 86% full right now, so let's just empty it to another one. Now with this new zone, we have the option to build a massive new area over here, and I think that is exactly what we're gonna do. Now we do need to plan this out a bunch. I think the first step is to just fill it up with trees, and to go from there. Let's have a quick look at what... These are all kind of bushes here. I do want some green trees. Which ones are nice? Oaks? Oaks seem kind of cool, or just... Well, we can just make a mix of everything, I suppose. Let's just put some in here right here now, because that's just gonna make everything look prettier, you know? Up, poof. I know some people consider this cheating. It's just like a little way that you have to click a little bit less often, but it works very well. I would say this works. Oh my god, that is cool though. It looks so pretty. Alright, well, we can maybe use that for some foresting later as well. Let's actually have a quick look at the natural resources, yeah. So there is some massive amounts of fertile land right here that we can use later on. There's also gonna be oil available. I think that's gonna be much later into the game. Let's just get started and see what we can do. I'm gonna up the budget a little bit on the garbage collection because it's not looking that amazing. But yeah, I guess it's time to get building like a completely new neighborhood. This is kind of scary. How are we gonna do this? Now, I'm not completely sure what this is supposed to be, but I'm actually quite glad with the results right now. I put one of those like, or 3 of those rather, weird roundabout things with all these paths in the middle right here, and I'm now just connecting these other roundabouts together. You know, using paths and using some roads as well. But this is actually starting to look really, really cool. And I think this will turn into a really cool neighborhood in a little bit. Now this is how far I've come so far. Took a little bit longer actually to build all of this. Next episode we will start finishing this one off, but I've been playing for about an hour right now, actually a little bit longer than that. Things are looking quite awesome. Let's have a quick look at what we got right now. Besides a whole bunch of polluted water, which we may have to move around at some point. I mean, this is really not very beneficial for a lot of reasons. But anyway, so we got this little neighborhood built right here. That allowed us to go ahead and connect the existing neighborhood with this new one right here. We did that with paths. We built some new zones as well. This one is mostly rocks and mountainy areas, but we can maybe make something cool over here, maybe like a private resort or something. I'm thinking of maybe putting the harbor down here as well, so I can go ahead and connect the town with different cities and get some more tourism going. Then we also made the Lowkopian Skyline right here. Oh man, look at this thing. Actually, the buildings are quite tall right now. Later on, I hopefully will be able to put down some more like skyscrapers and stuff that will actually be here in the middle. Yeah, we have grown a lot. Now next time we will, like I said, finish up this area. It's gonna look sick. Right now it looks kind of funky, but I think it looks really awesome when it will finally be finished. We're just gonna have to figure out a way to actually connect it to the existing city, because as you can see, you know, if I only have one road leading there, we're gonna get some obvious trouble with everything that's going on. This pollution is terrible, though. I really need to find another way to get rid of all of that. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did and you haven't already, hit that like button. And also make sure you hit that subscribe button so you'll be the very first one to get a notification when I upload another video. And other than that, I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one.